Good morning, everybody. It is 7:39 right now. Welcome back to Iowa Live on this Tuesday. Hopefully you're getting out and enjoying the great weather that we're experiencing outside right now. We have a couple of folks in studio right now with an amazing story.
Yeah, we're going to learn more about Spina Bifida. I know I'm going to learn something this morning, but also when we're faced with challenges in our lives, how we can go beyond and even surprise ourselves with what we're able to accomplish. And by telling you an incredible story this morning, we have Carlin Crow, who's Executive Director with Spina Bifida. Thank you so much for being here. And also Mary Helen Biller, who's going to be telling us an incredible story about taking an incredible adventure. So thank you, ladies, both for being here. But Carlin, let's start with you. Remind us, what does Spina Bifida mean? When you're told that you have that prognosis, what does that mean?
Well, Spina Bifida is the most common permanently disabling birth defect in the United States. And it's kind of interesting that it's common because most people do not know about it.
You hear the term, or at least for me, I hear the term, but I could not tell you
what it is.
Yeah, what exactly it is.
A lot of people don't know what it is. So it literally means split spine. So a baby is born with their spine either open at the base, or actually Spina Bifida has a range of severities. So you can actually have Spina Bifida, the milder form of it, and not know it until maybe you have to have an x-ray when you're an adult.
Right.
Really?
So yeah, there are varying forms of Spina Bifida.
So what does this do? Obviously, it doesn't sound good if you have a split spine, but what exactly does that do to your body?
Yeah, it causes a range of disabling conditions that can be from paralysis, and Mary Helen will tell you about her story, but it also causes bowel and bladder misfunction, and so that's why a lot of times it's considered a hidden condition because people don't talk about it.
Right.
It's a hard thing to talk about, and unless you're in a wheelchair, and some people are in a wheelchair that have Spina Bifida, you can't really see it. And so it's kind of one of those hidden conditions that we just don't know a lot about and don't talk about.
And you mentioned it's a birth defect, and people realize that they do have Spina Bifida when they're born. Is that correct?
Yeah, or it's actually can be diagnosed before the baby is born, and so now there's actually surgery that can be formed in utero to help the baby not have a severe condition when they're born.
What type of things would they be able to do in that condition?
Well, they actually sew the spine together.
Really?
In utero, yeah. It's pretty amazing. And
Wow.
it's fairly new, but we've had a few babies here that have had that performed in utero.
That's
so.
incredible. So if people want to learn more, check out the Spina Bifida Association of Iowa to learn about the advancements that are happening. Is there anything that's treatable when you get to an adult stage to kind of help with it, or you're just kind of living day to day to get through?
Go ahead.
You basically maintain.
Yeah.
I go to regular doctor's appointments to see a neurosurgeon, to see an orthopedic surgeon, and just to kind of keep up on your development ability. So yeah.
And what type of things were you not able to do?
When I was born, they said that there was a possibility that I would not walk, ride a bike, drive a car, and have a mainstream education, which I've accomplished all of those.
All of those things.
All of them, not just one, all of them.
Good for you. And it's amazing looking at these adorable photos. You would never know that person, out in a yard or sitting on a horse has a condition that you need to be aware of. So how were you able to overcome? How were you able to beat what the doctors were telling your parents at a very early age?
To never give up. I'm the youngest of 7, so I had my brothers and sisters to get me going a little bit, and say, okay, let's do this.
To lean on
to definitely lean on, and I've done a lot of leaning.
Now, is this a painful condition, or just inability to do certain things?
It's mostly inability to do certain things.
Okay.
I have partial paralysis on my left side from the hip down.
Okay.
So my left side is weaker than the right. So when I walk or run or things like that, I have to be careful of where I'm walking, how fast I'm going.
Okay.
So that I don't trip, because my left foot, my left ankle turns in if I go too fast.
Right. Now, were you able to do any type of additional exercises for your left side to help compensate for that?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really. No, no. I just started working out about 6 years ago.
Really?
And I've noticed a great deal of development in my muscle tone and my ability to move certain ways that I've never moved before.
Wow.
So.
And we're hearing more of this, when someone's been diagnosed with MS or something like this, and they feel like, now my body's telling me I can't move, they're saying, no, do move. And it sounds like you are taking this head on and being quite the adventurer. So we want to talk about the Grand Canyon Walk, Hike, and Roll adventure.
Explain that.
Yeah, obviously coming up at the Grand Canyon. What is this all about?
It's a hike. You're hiking through the Grand Canyon. It's a development, or adaptive hike.
Okay.
And so people in wheelchairs will be able to participate.
Oh, wow.
People with braces will be able to participate with walkers. They've chosen certain trails for us, for the hikers, which is what I will be, and then for the wheelchair people, will have their own trail, and it's about a 9-mile trek.
That's a long way.
That's a long way.
Yeah.
And when is this taking place?
We leave on the 24th. And
So coming up.
25th and 26th we'll be hiking.
Okay, so that's next week already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how have you prepared for this?
Well, I've been working out with Courage League Sports here in Des Moines. They're an organization that helps people with developmental disabilities, physical disabilities, and they are training me to do this. And my trainer is Portia Perkins, and I train two days a week for an hour, and right now we're walking a lot, and I basically lift weights. I've done the treadmill a little bit. I've done everything a regular gym would do.
Right.
Courage League is not your average gym, but
It's an amazing place.
Oh,
Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon before?
Never.
So there has to be a little amazement and spectacle that goes along with that as well.
It is. And my niece Janet is going to go with me.
Oh, she is.
And she's never been there, so it's going to be an experience that we'll never forget.
I'm sure you won't. What's the farthest you've walked so far getting ready for this?
Oh gosh, I've completed preparing for this, I've walked about 2 or 3 miles.
Okay.
2 to 3 miles. Back in 2010, I did complete a 5K. I couldn't run it, but I walked it very fast, as fast as I could.
Okay.
And I completed it in about an hour.
Wow.
So that was...
This is going to be a heck of an adventure.
I think it's amazing.
It's
Okay, and I
great.
understand there's been some fundraising efforts that have been happening leading up to this big event. Are you guys still fundraising?
We are.
Yeah.
Her team set a tremendous goal of raising $10,000.
Wow.
And so that's a lot for our organization. We're a pretty small organization. So they've done a great job. We're about $6,000. So
Okay.
we have some
We got to
plans.
bump it up here. We have
gotta
about a
bump
week to
it
go,
up,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So we do have some more plans, and part of that amount that we raise will go to our adult programs, because what is happening is that more people who have spina bifida are living longer. And so adults that have it don't get the care and treatment that they need typically, because doctors aren't trained in it, because they weren't supposed to live that long. So some of the things that our organization does is can help adults with spina bifida get that treatment.
All right. So if people want to make some contributions to your efforts, what's the best way to get some monies to you guys?
Go to our website, which is sbaia.org, and you can click to Mary Helen's adventure and participate along with her.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
goodness, it looks like we can follow along on Facebook as well. We're excited to see some photos of this incredible adventure you're about to go on. I mean, for everything you've gone through in your life, you are an amazing woman that is going to be accomplishing even more incredible things in the future. So we look forward to following your
Thank you.
adventure. And if people want to learn more, best place to go, just go to the website, go to the Facebook and see what Spina Bifida Foundation of Iowa is all about.
Website, Facebook, give us a call. We'll be glad to talk more.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, both of you, and have fun
Thank
next
you.
week. I'm sure you
Thank
will. We
you.
want to see highlights, okay?
We are excited.
Okay,
We
thank
are
you so
excited.
much.